Welcome, welcome, welcome. High Confessions 369, Celeste T here.
Yeah, BB Yosai, you know, big vote.
Yep. Today we're gonna be, doing our real reactions to the random TikToks. This is only for entertainment purposes. Throw that little disclaimer out there so no one would be offended of our opinions. You feel me?
Yep.
Right? So we fit to get into these videos.
Justice for them.
Or your boy would have been there like, yeah, you got it.
You did. You did.
Yeah, I always found that clip to be suspicious.
Right. Look kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's like you mocking. It's like you mocking him after he died. That's what it
Right.
looked like to me.
Right.
That's what fucked me up because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I could have probably stopped it or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck are you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, "Yeah, I love you, cuz," or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey, and so I'm like,
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yep, and
You
we
like
were just
okay,
talking on regular, so
Regular.
it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you
Chris
don't even
picked up.
warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
And
just
30
never knew.
minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So
all
you
on
think
the
he hit
TV
you
show.
a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question.
That shit weird as hell because if anybody hit my line saying they did wop 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 to my sister or my brother or anything like that, and then I call them and they answer the phone, that's the first thing I'm talking about. Is why homie called me talking about wop 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 they did this and this to you. You need to get somewhere safe. You feel me? Like niggas is weird.
Yeah, and another thing is, all of these niggas just be telling on themselves anyway. Like, so that shit was low key. Niggas probably already knew. Like, Ben knew. I'm talking about people that outside of, wherever the fuck they from. You know what I mean? LA or whatever. You know what I mean? People outside of that probably already knew based off of the shit that they be self-telling into all of these niggas that talk on the motherfucking camera. They tell.
Right.
They do weird, suspicious shit. They mock motherfuckers after they die. Yeah, motherfuckers gonna think you had something to do with the shit. You antagonizing the shit.
Right.
You did that shit to yourself. I don't got no
you having
sympathy.
something to do with Nipsey Hussle's death. What do you make of that? Confirmation? Spill my water everywhere. He did that. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, they unveiling everybody this year. Every TDJ's getting exposed. Everybody finna get that work. Tupac Killer getting caught. Everybody finna get that work. Let me tell y'all something. We're in a big old spiritual warfare right now. We fighting the unseen, man. But the things that y'all ain't seeing, y'all gonna start seeing because y'all gonna start seeing criminals really getting caught. Say, man, the wicked will be put to cease this year, man. I swear to God. Ain't no place for him this year. He did that. I know one thing about it. When somebody put that on your back, you get caught up. Is that a good look on Big U part?
That ain't never a good look to be accused of murder.
You goddamn right. Hello! Never. Say, but when you do something, Big U, let me let you know something. You have to make that U-turn, bars. When you do something, you might think you got away with it, but when your name come up in when your name come up in murder trials and like that, your name shouldn't come up in nothing like that. Your name only come up in things like that to him when you done did something like that. So right off the rip, I'm gonna yell and scream it. He done that.
I mean, niggas put themselves in that position.
I mean, right. Right.
Holy motherfuckers. That
It's
shit
just messed up how we lose good fucking artists and good people over some street stuff. Like, that shit is weird.
And a lot of the time it'd be because niggas be greedy, be wanting to take control over shit that they shouldn't have no control over. Niggas always want to leech off of somebody else's shit. That's the shit that I do not like. You know what I mean? Try to make niggas get check-in, just ready for you to get extorted. I always listen to anybody who say something about a fucking check-in, that always ring bells to me of like these niggas trying to extort you. That always seemed like that shit to me. Fuck, I gotta check into you for. Who the fuck is you? You know what I mean? That's just
right.
The niggas that do that to their own people.
Right.
You do that to the enemy. So that tells me that they are the enemy.
Exactly.
That's
It's like
tells me.
some people have that hidden animosity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're doing anything that's fucking tearing down your own people, nigga, we don't need you motherfuckers. We do not need you motherfuckers around.
Right.
Like, so that shit gonna catch up with you any motherfucking way.
Right.
Right. So, and I don't feel sorry for none of them motherfuckers.
They say if you don't get it in this time, you're gonna get it in the next.
Yeah. You know, just do.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jen Trey Hay, and Kanye West has officially lost his mind. He decided to go on his account, which I thought he didn't have a Twitter account, so I don't know if this was his Instagram story, but basically he went to his account and wrote this. Obviously, I'm gonna cross out some of the words because it's absolutely disgusting. Regardless of how you feel about Jay-Z or Beyonce or whatever, to go on the internet and bash their innocent children is never going to be okay in my eyes or anyone else's eyes. Kanye's officially canceled, like for sure. I don't care if he drops like the most firest album in the next year or two. There's just some things you don't do. And you would feel some type of way if someone got on the internet and bashed your children at this kind of level. I don't think it's a good idea. Another thing, I don't think it's a good idea to talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids like this. It's just it's not safe, you know. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, I obviously crossed out some words because they don't need to be on the internet. But Kanye, you need to get off and go find a mental facility, check yourself in, and just disappear for like 2 years.
Yeah, I feel you. Talk about them parents.
Yeah, I mean, leave the kids up out of it, but you know what? Like, everybody always want to say Kanye's mental and all that stuff. Like, people just think differently and people act differently to get a reaction from certain people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all a distraction, a reaction, it's entertainment.
I don't trust none of them motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it happened to motherfuckers cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, didn't niggas do the same shit? I don't trust none of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
The other day, either it's you, another clone, or something. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't.
Right. Let's just be clear. It's not okay to talk about people's children, and it's not okay to talk about people's mental health.
Yeah, but
you feel me?
At the end of the day, I'm not listening to this nigga Kanye West. I'm not listening to nothing this nigga got to say at all. I'm not listening to none of these stupid ass celebrities. You know what I mean? I mean, not for what they say.
I mean, they're entertainment. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, you know, your artists and stuff wasn't into like politics, wasn't into all that stuff. But I guess since we got the internet and you got, you know,
the closest
all this technology, things are different, but still.
back in the day, the closest thing you used to get to the artist is with that what's that shit that used to be they used to go backstage when they used to be on MTV and shit. It's not the real world or anything like that, but it came out around the time. You know, it was with the
Like behind the scenes or something like that, or
it was just with musicians.
like MTV Cribs or something, or
It was when they went on the road with them when they were doing the show or some shit like that. I forgot what that shit was called, but before that, yeah, I forgot what that shit was called. But before that thing, you don't really know what the fuck these niggas be about outside of their craft. You know, outside of whatever video they on, song they on, or interview they do. These
right.
TikTok, you know, they real personalities nowadays.
Right, because we now know that a lot of things are scripted anyway. So a lot of people are unable to be their real authentic self. Some of the stuff is scripted because of it could be a number of things, sponsors, it can be charities, it could be whatever they involved in and a certain image they want to push.
And that's the number one reason why you shouldn't trust them motherfuckers or anything that they try to promote or push. Because it's going to be some bullshit that's
right.
Motherfucker, whoever paying them is trying to give you a
message. Especially when you have those artists that be rapping and singing about certain stuff, but they don't allow their kids or anybody they're close to entertain that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like practice what you preach type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the healthcare industry, like these doctors that treat you for shit that they want to treat they family or they kids. They'll give you medicine that they want it, and it'd be based off of them being able to get some extra money from the shit.
Right. Like I know a lot of people out here trying to scare people about them putting, spraying the weed and stuff with that what they call it, the fentanyl or whatever. Everybody if you're a real weed smoker, they know who I'm talking to. The real weed smokers. Ain't nobody messing with our weed like that. We do too much looking, too much testing. We all up in it. Like, ain't nobody playing with us like that.
Unless you already just want some extra shit.
Exactly. That's why I say you got to know who you deal with. Like you said, you can't trust everybody. You really can't.
Yeah, niggas be wanting to be cool. They be wanting to be seen.
Yeah, people that be trying to be your friend.
Be aware. Be aware of where you at. Be aware.
Exactly.
More importantly, if you know what you is and what you is about, you ain't gonna be falling for things.
And also be observant of what you have to offer, and what people around you don't have, and what they don't have to offer. You feel me? Because people will get into situations and they look at you like an easy way to get paid, and that's what they do. That's why a lot of these rappers and stuff is getting hurt, because these women are setting them up because they hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want money. It's like it's always something. Like, you gotta watch who you around. Just because she look good, just because she got a lot of followers, doesn't mean she the right one for you.
Outside of that, you know what I mean? These labels be having life insurance policies on these rappers too. So they be pushing them to that shit too. Because they get paid most of the time they get paid more money after they die. Because people for some reason got a fascination with death or more so murder. People got a fascination with it for some strange reason. You know what I mean? They want to kill. They want to be seen. They want to know somebody that's dead or got killed. Somebody.
I don't know why record labels want to be invested in the life insurance, but I understand why. Because they looking at their person like an investment. That's my artist. It's an investment. If anything happened, I got to get my investment back or whatever. But at the end of the day, they're still people.
At the end of the day, most of these rappers already being 360 deals. You know what I mean? So they already getting everything from the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Now you want to profit off of their death. that shit is evil because you sound like you're planning that shit.
Right.
That's
Right.
what it look like to me. You know,
Right.
they ain't about shit.
Like, oh, let's pump them up for these 2 years or 3 years or whatever. And then once we get enough out of them and they're not getting no more traction, then we're going to go this route.
Yeah, and people be so hopeless that they'll feed into their plan. They'll know the plan and still follow that shit just so they can have, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit of time to shine, even though it ain't really much shining.
Right. Nowadays, it's like every artist is damn near the same. Back in the day, everyone used to have their own little
Different
unique,
tweak.
their own little unique, like you hear that beat, you know who did that beat. You hear that vocal, you know who laid those vocals. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
now
a little different style.
it's like we just don't know.
You know, creativity used to be a challenge. Like that used to be
Yeah.
one of the challenges, and we used to try to face challenges. You know, as a real artist, you try to, you know what I mean, beat the last thing you did. You know what I mean? Be better, not try to recreate some bullshit just for $1.
Right.
You know what I mean? But everything's an ad. All these songs,
Exactly.
advertising, they advertising.
You know? And people got to understand, like, some of this stuff people put out is a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Some of us put things out in a funny way to where people can really understand it and maybe they'll click on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, use your discernment when you watching videos, when you looking at certain things, when you intaking certain things. You know, use your discernment and go from there.
Yeah.
Kanye, for some reason, has posted more text messages with more rappers, this one being Drake, and this one might arguably be funnier than the Cardi texts. Let's psychoanalyze it. Kanye sends a tweet that Cardi sent out to him saying, "Yay, STFU." Kanye says, "Help, how should I respond?" Drake says, "Are you kidding? You're asking me for help after everything you said about me. Not cool, man, not cool." Bro, these people cannot be real human beings. There is no way people text like this back and forth. Kanye says, "Just remember everything my wife shows you Yeezy taught her. This is why Kendrick washed you." And Pusha, "And you're never gonna be on Cardi album."
I stopped that video because, you know, it's text messages. Anybody can do that shit.
Yeah, it could be fake.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people cloning phones now and fake accounts and all this stuff. If it's real, it's real. But, you know, I really don't care about what they got going on, honestly.
Yeah, this sound like some spiraling motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. I really don't care what they got going on. Because to me, they all are pedos. You feel me? Like, they all are widows.
yeah, all of them.
You feel me?
This is literally the sign to stop eating KFC chicken. If you still indulging in KFC, you must like humans. So y'all, KFC just dropped the commercial like 6 days ago. And they literally telling you in your face what their chicken is. This was by far one of the weirdest, craziest, demonic looking shit I ever seen all in one. They be telling us right in our face and people just look at the commercial and be like, "Oh, that was so unique." They're thinking outside of the box. No, they're thinking inside of your skin, fool. What does the shirt say? God, take a look at this commercial. Really pay attention. Okay, you got the chicken. You got a sweater floating down. Then watch the people like in a cult or something. A big giant egg. They take the person to the water. Watch what happened, y'all. Now somebody explain to me, why on earth would they make a commercial showing them dipping a human into some water, turning them into chicken? KFC chicken? I don't really need the answer. I was just saying. I already know the answer. Do you? Let me know in the comments. This shit crazy, fool.
Look, I'm gonna just say this. I'm not surprised about y'all motherfuckers eating.
Why you saying y'all? Why you gotta say y'all motherfuckers eating? I don't eat KFC.
I'll eat that shit. Like, motherfuckers be okay. We'll just say the viewers, y'all motherfuckers eating motherfucking. Y'all know that they can't make that much cow. They can't make that much chicken burgers and all. How these cows and chickens and shit not extinct from all the shit niggas be fucking up on a daily basis?
Yeah, they cloned them cows and shit. They cloned them.
They can't clone that many. Some of that shit is something else. You know,
Yo, that's just crazy. I'm like, so they dipping them in the gravy and stuff and they coming out. Is that supposed to be gravy or is that supposed to be grease? Because I'm like, this motherfucker in the grease or gravy, dipping the other human person in the grease and gravy. Is they not frying their bottom half? Like, I'm confused. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then the egg, a golden egg.
Yeah, it's confusing because that's got to be grease because that chicken wing was fried when it came out that motherfucking
right, but they got it looking thick like gravy.
Because they got to know that these motherfuckers got to be able to walk in it and it be reasonable. Like these niggas ain't walking through no hot ass grease. They mixed the shit up. You know what I mean? That's why they made the shit dark so you could be. You know what I mean? They ain't explain shit. They had a few cut scenes. Yeah, that shit looked like gravy because niggas supposed to be able to walk through some gravy apparently, compared to fucking hot ass grease. You put
right, like he was getting baptized in some gravy or something. But once you dip the person into that thick liquid, it started to bubble. Like, is that like grease bubbling, or is that the person losing their breath?
I know that ain't no fucking gravy because it wouldn't make sense if it's gravy and it came out it's fucking dry ass fried chicken. You know what I mean? Unless them niggas had on some fucking special suits or some shit. I don't know.
Right, but you remember in the beginning they did put on like a suit, like it was like a suit.
And you know what the funny thing is?
It was like a suit. What if that was like to protect them from the heat, from the grease and shit, so they won't get fried?
But we know these motherfuckers be eating people anyway because they got a whole restaurant somewhere overseas where you could. I don't know if it's a restaurant or if it's a shop, the butcher shop where you could buy a ham hock. That's a hand hawk, nigga. A hand from Hank, nigga. You know what I mean? Like it's some shit
Hank
like
hand.
Elbow, nigga, elbows. Nigga. I remember that story out here where they had it was a business in Vegas, and they had another one in Pittsburgh somewhere, and they had a bunch of body parts and shit that they would deliver to and from. It was years ago, like
oh wow.
I don't know if it was right before COVID or something. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like delivering fucking no. That's crazy.
Yeah, because ain't no way these chickens and these cows and these pigs are still up in here. All of them motherfuckers. Yeah, niggas ain't fucking up that shit like that. That shit would be extinct.
Right. And a lot of us don't even eat a lot of meat like that. So that's wild to me. I'm like, we don't even eat a lot of meat like that.
I just feel like all that shit that they say it is, like they don't even, if you notice, some of them, they don't even call chicken all the time now. They call it something else. Chicken. You know what I mean? They change the name.
They call them fritters.
You know what I mean?
They call them fritters. They call them cutlets. They call them
I think one place there was supposed to be a chicken spot, real chicken, but it had something in the name where like chicken or something like that. I was like, they changed it a little bit, but it sounded like chicken. It's come off the same way, but it's spelled differently.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So that's their little excuse to say, "Oh, yeah, we told you right there that shit's different than what we promoting." I just don't trust these motherfuckers.
It's like nowadays when you go to a fast food restaurant or anything like that, they need to issue out the small print. You know, people need to start reading the small print
Niggas
and
already
some of
know.
those things.
Hey, niggas already know, but these motherfuckers make that shit convenient, and they got the colors and the right light
Mhm.
to attract your ass to that motherfucker. To where
Right,
niggas don't give a fuck.
right. And it's just so convenient because, like, dang, you just getting off of work, you stuck in damn traffic. You know you got to go home and deal with whatever you got to deal with at home. You might as well grab something to eat on the way home that'll cut your time on whatever you got to do and take care of at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Of
we
the
think
fast
it's
food,
easier for us, but it's not healthier. Sometimes easier isn't healthier.
and 90% of the fast food restaurants that you could go drive through while you going home to work, most of the motherfuckers ain't good for you anyway. They ain't got no healthy alternatives, and the healthy shit ain't even as
Right,
healthy as they promote it to be.
right,
You know what I mean? They do some backhanded bullshit with the pesticides, or they do some weird shit. You know what I mean? Where,
hmm,
it just, where they didn't have to do it, where it just compromised your health. You know,
right,
you spray some shit on it,
right.
pesticide on it where it didn't need the shit. If y'all niggas just reuse the shit, these niggas be reusing spoiled milk.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like these
Like
motherfuckers, they
whatever. I guess they figure, oh, we can't. Oh, we're losing money if we lose this. You know what I'm saying? But all that stuff got to be
they
implemented in your business plan, like a loss prevention on food and stuff that waste and stuff. Because you know they're not getting that stuff freshly. You know, not daily.
But fuck that
So
shit. That's why I say that they do that shit purposely. Just like they got all these a particular number of missing children every year, where you don't know where the fuck this shit is happening. It's just that's because it's built inside the institution. You know what I mean? It's dealing with these schools, these fucking hospitals. They all got some little secret shit where they be trafficking. You know what I mean?
right, it's like what we call a kickback. You know, it's like they kick they washing each other hands. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is connected to. You know what I mean? The hotels, the schools, all of them motherfuckers got tunnels under them bitches.
Right.
I
I
mean,
mean,
all of these buildings is just reused buildings that was already motherfucking here. Most of them, at least. Not the bullshit
right,
ones that been building recently. You know what I mean?
right, right,
Them motherfuckers ain't gonna last. Like, not compared to the old shit.
right.
Like the old shit that they try to play off like they made it. No, nigga, y'all ain't make that shit. See what I
We were already segregated until the I Came in Peace came along. We was like this. We was already like this. Y'all think we would be bothered if we was separated back into our own communities again? Everybody want to talk about division. Oh, we're not supposed to be divided, baby. Everybody else is divided but us. We the only ones still trying to be integrated with some folks that don't want to be bothered with us. Let's get something straight. The Chinese have their own communities. They don't even really want to hire nobody outside themselves. Indians, Arabs, Iraqians, everybody that had their own shit, they keep it within their own diaspora. But it's the moment we wanting to do it, it's a problem. You know why? Because when we rise, the whole planet rises. Did I miss something? I'm going to say that again. When we rise, the whole planet rises. It's deeper than just community. That's why integration came in the mask of, oh, we just want everybody to get along. Even MLK himself said that was the worst shit ever. One of the biggest mistakes he ever made. And he was an agent. We can go ahead and say it. That's obvious because we never cared about being integrated. We never cared about being human, which we are not, never have been. And for y'all talking about y'all do realize that with those wasn't good times that we was in, that we, when there was a segregation and integrate, those was not good times that we was in. We are in different times. You're literally telling yourself that we are in different times. Sweetheart, we fight back now. I'm not saying we didn't fight then, but the fucking time of the time of will was completely different. We're in the age of Aquarius, baby. We learning shit that we didn't even realize was a thing back then. Some of us done been in this bitch 1,000 times and we had to deal with the circumstances of how this shit was played out in the rule book. Shit is different. Y'all really don't see that times are different indeed. And you being turned over back to you is right in your face and you too busy stuck on, they might do us how they did us. Y'all remember if you scared, go your ass to church, but it makes sense because you in religion. And I'm not judging you for it, but I am judging you for this. Trying to implement and project how you feel and your scaredom, your fear onto everybody else. Keep that shit over there. This goes right into all skin folk ain't kin folk.
Look, I'm gonna just say this: Martin Luther King wasn't a motherfucking agent. The agents killed his motherfucking ass. The agent set his ass up. This nigga really didn't want to do that, turn the other cheek shit. His congregation convinced him to. You know what I mean? And then once they convinced him, he just committed. You know what I mean? But this nigga was on some other shit. You know, after that, before that, that's why they killed the nigga. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stop saying that shit. He did more than most of these motherfuckers who be claiming some shit did now. You know what I mean? But after that, yeah, nigga, we can bring segregation. And niggas don't want to be around your motherfuckers anyway. Niggas ain't been niggas. That shit hurt niggas.
I mean, yeah.
Niggas, that just made it easier for y'all motherfuckers to steal shit from niggas. Nigga, keep niggas out of the shit. What the fuck?
Right.
Fuck niggas. Like, I'm not marching for that shit. I'm not protesting for that shit. They could go on with that shit.
I don't feel. I mean, hey, let's see what it do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, how many times we gonna keep trying different things and doing the same shit over and over again, the same result? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if they want the distraction, let's go for it. But I mean, we'll see.
Motherfuckers that don't want to be around me. Fuck y'all niggas. I don't give a fuck. The fuck.
Yeah, bro. Like, dang, I don't want to be around you. No. No, but that I just feel like it's just gonna be weird. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it is like it is already. We already know. We already feel like you don't want us around anyway.
I mean, it's like they treat us like a certain people treat certain people a certain type of way. Let me just say that. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? So what would make why is it a big deal if they were to do the separation? My thing about when you're doing the separation, how you separating? You know what I'm saying? Like, who get in what state? You know what I mean? Or who get in what side? You know what I'm saying? Like, how the hell you do stuff like that? Like, you can't do it like how it was back in the day. What if you have people that want to serve both people and get everybody's fucking money?
If it's segregated, it got to be segregated. Nigga, I'm not listening to the niggas who rule y'all. Niggas, that's some different shit. That to me, that's a separation of government and everything, nigga. Like,
right. So it's just like everybody having their own. Everybody got their own thing.
That's how I'm gonna motherfucking take it.
You talking about like black hospitals, black restaurants, black hotels. I heard about somebody like out there in Indiana, somebody hotel got destroyed. The people keep messing up this black owned hotel out there. You feel me? Yeah. I wish I could have got that video. I'm gonna look for it. But yeah, like it ain't like people haven't tried to have their own, but you know, people always destroy it, or you know, something always happen, you know. So
look, I just feel like let the shit happen. You know what I mean? Niggas been ready for shit since niggas been born. Cause niggas been prepared already. You know what I mean? So niggas, we already ready for the bullshit. But we ain't gonna be distracted doing the shit motherfuckers want us to do, marching and wasting time doing all that dumb bullshit. No.
Right. Marching.
Talk about their opinions, nigga. Right?
Shit, some people just be going out there to get their steps in.
Some people be doing that shit because it's trendy. Oh, I'm a part of it. Shut the fuck up.
I know things in Vegas been getting real. We've been having a lot of incidents out here. You know, people really crashing out. People really crashing out. And I'm like, dang, I ain't seen Vegas like this in years, like years.
Mhm. Yeah, we in that time. You know, a lot of people be crashing out.
Right. Like everybody's in a rush. I'm like,
Look, that
why is everybody in a rush?
Cause all them motherfuckers is in a bunch of crabs in a barrel. You know,
Right. I'm like, y'all in a rush to get to your 9 to 5, or maybe you should have left a little fucking earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like people be just rushing to a red light out here.
they be.
You know?
I know they just want to be first. That's society too, though. But it's like everybody is hyper emotional. You know what I mean? Everybody don't got no motherfucking patience. They all the fucking distracted. They don't got no motherfucking attention span. You know, and motherfuckers got anger issues. You put that in a box with a bunch of look. All you know, already know how Vegas is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's even worse because you know a lot of people now relocated to Las Vegas and stuff like that. Crime now went up, traffic now went up. Let me tell you this: our traffic was never like super bad and stuff like that. But a lot of people that came from places like Cali and stuff like that that had a lot of damn traffic. Look, you don't have time to be like glued to your damn phone.
Look.
Why you driving in Vegas? Like that's just not a go out here.
They do them California rolling stops. They don't stop like regular.
Yeah,
they've
been running stop signs, running red lights. Like where they do that shit at?
California. That's where they do that shit at, and they bringing that shit to Vegas. Vegas is already as far as traffic, you know what I mean. As far as traffic accidents, they was already bad. So California niggas just going there, just gonna make it worse.
Yeah, it just started. That's why I said it started to climb. Like every person I drive by that have a California plate, they're like glued to their phone like this. Like their phone is a part of their steering wheel, my guy. Their phone is a part of their damn steering wheel. Like they can't do nothing without looking at that damn phone.
Shit, they need to take that shit back to California then. Shit. That's what the fuck they need to do.
That shit is just weird to me. I'm like, what's the point of having a Bluetooth and having your phone connected to your Bluetooth? Oh, because these niggas looking at TikTok and all that stuff like that.
Hey, look, I'm like, Vegas already had it bad when it came to like road rage. I bet road rage is right out there now, huh?
Man. Who you telling? Road rage?
It was already bad. You know what I mean?
Road rage at an all-time high. These niggas out here losing their mind. Like they don't care. They crashing out in casinos.
I heard about that. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, don't come out here fucking up Vegas money. Nigga, you feel me? We all out here trying to.
I seen a fucking billboard that say in Vegas. It said don't fucking California or Nevada or some shit like that. Like,
really?
Yeah, it said don't California or don't fuck up our shit with y'all shit. Don't try to make it y'all own.
Right. Always try to take over some stuff. Like no. This stuff has been set this way for a long, long time. You come here, you lose your money, and you go back to your respectable place. You know what I'm saying? Like Vegas here, you come here for a little fun, and then you go back to your respectable place. You give us your money, and then you go.
Or you come, give all your money and your soul, and then you just stay left on the trip somewhere. You know,
and that happens to a lot of people, and that's unfortunate. A lot of people lost everything.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people lost everything, and it's very unfortunate. And you know, out here in Vegas, shoot, it's damn near against the law to be unhoused out here. Shoot.
Oh, they're bringing back black codes, huh? That sounds like
Like,
a black code, nigga. Like,
it's unfortunate though. Like sometimes the shelters out here get super filled up before
oh yeah,
anybody can
shelters
even get
always,
in.
and the shelters was always more so for the in Vegas at least men. I mean not men, but women and children. Not
Yeah,
people that's prone for the men type shit.
right,
There's some.
right. And you know what? It's a lot of vets out there too, and that's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you see how America care about they vets? They don't give
Right.
a damn. They
And,
don't.
and they can't get mad. You can't get mad when they fucking crash out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all train these people to do what they do, and then once they do what they do and you discard them, you can't get mad when they crash out.
Yeah, as long as they crashing
Because
out,
where's the help? Where's the assistance? How can you help them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell?
as long as they crashing out on the right motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Well,
They need
of
to crash
course.
out
I
on them.
mean,
Like,
I don't want nobody to crash out. You feel me? But
I'm
it's
not
just
promoting
gonna
those people to
happen.
crash out, but if you do, you do. It's not because of anything we said. It's because of
Right. You know what I say, bro, before you crash out. You know?
what?
Just go ahead and light your blunt.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Figure out if you want to do it still afterward. You know what I mean? If you do, hey, by all means, I guess.
Think about everything you got to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about even if it's even worth it.
I feel like this. People want an excuse.
Yeah.
People want an excuse to say, "Oh man, I would have had this if I didn't do this."
Right.
I'm not about to try to tell that story, nigga. I'm not about to try to tell that story. If the shit happened, I'm not telling that story. Nigga, I'm gonna tell another story. The story I'm gonna tell is gonna be one of success. It ain't gonna be one
Right. It's a lot of people out there telling that victim ass story. And you know what? Stop making yourself the victim in your story. Make yourself the fucking hero. You know what I mean?
I know I said something about in another video, the word of the day being accountability, but I think that should be the word of the motherfucking year, accountability. Because if you had that, you'll be where you need to be.
It's a lot of accountability is one of the things a lot of people struggle with because they are too prideful to admit that they wrong.
But that's not that's just cowardice to me a lot of time. You putting everything on somebody or something else. First off, you're giving all of your power away. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Take ownership of what you do. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep on doing the same shit. You're gonna be in the cycle. You know what I mean?
It's gonna keep being that lesson that you have to learn over and over again. Trust me, I know those lessons.
And and the next time the lesson come around, it always be harder every time.
Right.
Every time it come around, it be a little bit worse.
Right.
You ain't fixed it from the last shit. Of course it's gonna be. You ain't fixed the shit. Of course it's gonna be.
Exactly. End up losing more than you thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Yeah, I remember this having to start over again and again and again. You start
right. We done with that. Nothing but upcomings. You know what I'm saying? Like
building.
You feel me?
Yeah. You gotta build. You gotta destroy what is necessary.
Exactly. So y'all tell us what y'all feel about these videos. Give us y'all opinion on how y'all feel about the videos. You know, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let us know if you like this type of content or what we can do better. You know what I'm saying? I start dropping more and more videos. We'll come to you with more and more content.
Yeah. Like we said, accountability is the word of the year. And it seems like a lot of niggas is starting to get held accountable for the shit that they've been fucking doing.
Right. It's all starting to unfold.
I'll say good fucking riddance. If you did some fucking dirt, nigga, clean the shit up. If you don't clean it up, nigga, you're going to have to clean it up from one way or another. You're going to have to deal with that fucking mess you made.
Right, because trust and believe somebody out there keeping all your receipts. Because clocking everything.
Niggas put their hands up, wash their hands with some shit, and think it turn their back on the shit and think it disappeared. And no, nigga, you did that.
Right.
Disappeared and vanished, nigga. You did that.
Right. Start pulling some of that stuff out the archive and start making your amends or whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Come clean. You know what I'm saying? Get right with yourself so you can elevate yourself.
The motherfuckers would rather project than to reflect. You know, I'd rather reflect. That light gonna come right back the fuck to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right back the fuck to me. You reflect, it's coming right back to you. You project, you trying to push that shit off onto somebody else. That, you know what I mean? You're never gonna take accountability for yourself until you do that.
Right.
Reflect and not project.
Exactly.
Unless you projecting some positive shit, you know what I mean? Don't project your bullshit onto somebody. You know what I mean?
I feel like no matter what happens or what goes on, you can find positivity in every little thing.
Yeah.
You just gotta look for it. You know, sometimes it's so easy for us to figure out and to point out all the bad stuff and all the not so good stuff that been happening to us and stuff because you know that's what we see. But we don't never like.
Hey, look, sometimes the positive might just be the lesson learned from the shit.
Right.
It might just be the lesson learned from the shit because you could probably gain a lot of shit.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm glad I learned that. Now I can move on from this.
Yeah, niggas don't appreciate the lessons. You know, they try to skip the motherfuckers. That shit is just gonna make you a weak motherfucker.
Right.
Go through them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't be a weakling. You know what I mean? Be strong.
Exactly. Be strong and sub up. Come on, y'all. Sub up. Like these videos. And we're gonna catch y'all on the flip side.
Oh yeah, for sure.